Hey there everyone! Today I'm doing a quick test of the Brainworx SSL 4000E plugin. Recently got this on a sale that Plugin Alliance ran a few weeks back. This is a plugin that they worked on together with Solid State Logic. So it's one that's officially endorsed by SSL. Previously I've been using the Waves SSL plugin quite a lot. But I do have to say that this one is a hell of a lot better. So what I'll be doing is trying it out on kick, snare and overhead track. First I'll play through a section with the drums that I recorded a few days ago. First, let's start off with the filter section here. The mic I used on the kick drum was Sennheiser E602, which has a lot of low end. So usually we do need to high pass a bit there. Let's try around there. I'll leave the compression for now. One thing I really like about SSL channel strips is when you push the EQ into compression. So we're going to do the EQ first, and I'll start with sucking out some low mids out of the kick drum. Yeah, don't need much there. Some high mids. And then high shelf. As you can see here, we have the ratio button, the release, and the threshold. But a very cool thing that's been added to this plugin is a high-pass sidechain filter, a mix knob, and a second release. I'll be using the high-pass filter. This means it won't compress us out in the very low frequencies. A really cool thing about this plugin is its model on separate channels of an SSL disk. This means it will sound a lot more realistic over a whole mix, as all channels on a real SSL disk do sound a bit different from each other. You also have a random switch for one or all tracks, which can do that for you. Anyway, let's move on to the snare. Snare is a Yamaha Tour Custom Maple snare drum, which I mic'd with an Oryx i5. That one is by far my favorite snare top mic. One really popular trick on snare in particular is a quite big self boost at around 8 kilohertz. Be careful with the self boost though, as that will bring up cymbals, hi-hats. So you may want to gate before EQing. I'm not going to do that this time, but quite often that is a smart thing to do. Let's compress it. Great snap in the snare there. Let's move on to the overheads. The same procedure here. Let's start with pulling out the boxy sound. Same thing here at a high shelf. Let's try some compression on it. Lower ratio, 2:1. And now the whole thing together. One more thing to be aware of with this plugin is the EQ type. You have the black EQ type here, which is the default type when you open the plugin. And there's also the brown one, which is supposed to be a bit more neutral sounding, whereas the black one is very popular on the rock type things. Just demonstrate the two different types with the OREDs. So that's a quick demonstration of it. And using it, it's very easy to get a good sound going very quickly. Once we get into November and the period around Thanksgiving, look out for some sales on it. It wouldn't surprise me if there is one. And you can also get it on a subscription model through Plugin Alliance. Definitely recommend it. I'll be back to posting a lot more regularly the coming weeks and months. Until then, have a great weekend.